What's up YouTube, Day of wargames. We're here with James again, and James is now bringing, because Metaphys have been officially released from Circuit Break, and gratefully they're all kind of low rarities, rares and supers, so James
so shiny and pretty.
James has been able to put the deck together. So here is the official updated Metaphys deck profile. Take it away, James.
So as you can see, there's a little bit of change with the monster lineup, but to begin with, 3 Ragnaroks. Ragnaroks are your key to the deck. Summon it, banish the top 3 cards of your deck. It gains 300 attack for every Metaphys card banished in this manner. If it deals life point damage due to battle, special summon a Metaphys from your deck, at which point the Metaphys, except for, well, you don't really want to summon itself, but
you can special summon a level 5 or higher Metaphys from your deck, but then you banish it during the end phase and the next turn. So it kind of helps you during the battle phase, give you like another beta on board, or
you summon Daedalus, banish all their special summon monsters, special summon Metaphys, banish all their back row.
So it really depends on what type of opponent you're coming up against, doesn't it?
And what you're facing, really.
Yeah.
So they're the Ragnaroks. We've got 3 Metaphys. I saw in the comments someone really liked that. I don't know why, but Metaphys. So this is a shout out to you. All the yes. So this one, if it's banished, shuffle it back into the deck the standby phase after the turn it was banished, and add a Metaphys card from your deck to hand. This is basically add anything except for Metaphys to your hand. If it's special summoned via Metaphys monster effect, so you've got Ragnarok and Tyrant Dragon, that will do that. Banish all set spell and trap cards. If you hit into set rotation and you can't activate it, this will help clear it out. Scared about those back rows, as long as
it deals with pretty much all the back row.
All the back row, except for face up continuous. That makes you cry. Makes me cry every time. Then we've got 3 Daedaliuses.
Shame this wasn't like hollow. It would have been really nice. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I know. In all seriousness, I would love to see it all secret rare and just be like
all pretty.
All pretty.
So Daedalus, when it's special summoned by the effect of a Metaphys, banishes all face-up special summon monsters on the field, which is pretty nasty.
Yeah,
really nasty.
Especially with spirals being a massive thing, making up their massive board states and then going, you cannot target us or destroy us. Oh wait, straight up banish.
Metaphys banish and non-target. Yeah.
Yeah. If it's banished, banish another Metaphys during the next standby phase. So,
and then obviously you get to shuffle it all back in.
And to round up the Metaphys monsters, we've got a pair of Tyrant Dragons. 3 was a little cloggy with starting hands. I mean, the deck is a cloggy deck. It just doesn't...
It needs Ragnarok, doesn't it?
It really needs Ragnarok or Factor on the board. It's a weird one. It feels almost as cloggy as the Flower Guardians, but it doesn't quite have as many options as them to get going. For now. So they're the Metaphys monsters. I was testing with the normal monster that they've got. It is a level 7. I was playing around with Sacred Swords. You could try that if you want to. I didn't like it so much. But that's a shout to that monster.
That little engine bit there.
Yeah.
Cool, so what have we gone with? We've gone with double Necroface.
Because we can't have 3.
Yeah, but it's a standard play, you know where you're playing this. Banishing and all this stuff.
Banishing, hope that you banish your opponent's stuff at the same time that they really want and keep. I've dropped the Honests from 3 to 2 because 3 was a bit cloggy. 2, you're seeing it at nice times. Ideally, you want 2.5 for how many times I'm seeing this or not seeing this. It's one of those silly things where at 2 you don't see enough of it.
It helps you boost your Ragnarok to kind of get past what some, like,
Yeah.
Not many people expect honest nowadays, so it's always a nice little touch to have.
Yeah.
And then, of course, no banish deck is complete without Fairy Tale Snow. We all know what this lovely lady does.
Yeah, so because a lot of people can play monsters such as Blue Eyes deck, beat over your monster, say, I don't care about that, send it to graveyard, this just helps
Snow
you
helps it. And obviously the Metaphys want to be banished,
So helps carry on reset plays. So for the spell lineup, we've got 3 of the field spell, Metaphys Factor, not running Terraforming because this is such a tight deck in number of cards, and it can be searched by Metaphys.
You could do 1 Terraforming and 2 of the field spells.
Yeah, it's
an option.
It's an option. I don't personally like that because I end up getting 2 factors and then the Terraforming on the draw. Always Sod's Law.
Yeah, it's a shame card. And then this card is your nice little tech, which I love.
I love it.
If you open up with this and a Pot of Desires, your happy days because you just gained 5k or Gold Sark. You're just constantly gaining life points. We all know why we say that. You've all seen the Duel video against Dark Magician. So
this Gold Sark, as Metaphys and Ragnarok come on.
Yeah, gain.
Points.
Okay, and then what have we got next?
So of course, singing and crying about it, we have
Triple
the 3
Gold
Gold Sarks because not only can you hit Necroface with this, and Necroface then gets added to hand, and you can then reset the decks and blah 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 blah. You can get Nethesis, Daedalus, Tyrant Dragon,
anything you want.
need to get going.
And obviously the new Ultra spell for the Metaphys. We got 3 of this. 3-ass Metaphys.
Sorry, making
the holy sounds.
Yeah.
I love the artwork. It's very, very colourful and quite nice when the light hits it right.
Yeah.
Very, very good card.
So once per turn, banish 1 Metaphys card from your hand. Note card, it can be any of them, even if you're stuck. Heck, even as Metaphys. Banish 1, draw 1. So little draw engine here.
1 for 1, yeah.
1 for 1, effectively. But depending on when a Metaphys monster is banished, if it's your turn, all monsters on the field lose 500 attack and defense except Metaphys monsters. This helps your Ragnarok beat over anything else, helps quite a lot of things beat over anything else. In your opponent's turn, change all monsters on the field their battle positions except Metaphys monsters. So you can get those annoying defenders that are stuck in defense mode who probably have 0 attack.
The only shame about this one is they clearly didn't think about it too much because you change the battle positions, you can't really change link monsters. So.
Nah.
Anyway, so what other spells we got? Let's go through the staples.
We've got the Twin Twister there.
Standard Twin Twister, get your stuff to the grave, help flood your snow.
Well, it says discard, so even if you've got something like Macrocosmos out, you don't care, and if it's a Metaphys being discarded into banishment, happy days. Dimensional
Last
Fissure.
spell, D-Fissure.
1 because we can't play more.
Yeah, but it's quite standard in this deck. You kind of love it. It's what it does. It disrupts so many decks as well because they all went on Revive from grave. And then the hand traps want to send from grave as well. So if you hit them with a D-Fissure, they then can't hand trap you with certain stuff that does say discard to the graveyard.
Yeah, can't hand trap. If they're heavy monsters that need to banish monsters, but the monsters are already banished, they can't do anything about that.
Yeah.
And
then now onto the traps. So what we've got triple strike.
Triple strike.
A little bit easier for everyone to get hold of now, considering it's super and special editions.
These are all special editions because I couldn't get the hold of them beforehand.
Little fly likes the strikes.
Yeah. Strike the fly.
What else have we got?
So yes, 3 strikes because you don't care about paying the life points if you've got all the life points.
If you've got all the life points, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. So we've got 2 of the Metaphys Dimension. This one, lovely bit of card here. Activate it when your opponent special summons a monster. Special summon a Metaphys monster from banishment. It gets banished at the end of the next phase. But that's really nice, especially if you've got a Tyrant Dragon that couldn't summon. Get it back, make it live again in banishment. But what's really brilliant, if you banish a Metaphys monster in your possession, you can banish 1 opponent's card. other than the one that you summoned with Dimension.
Yeah, you target a card your opponent controls and banish it, so it's all really nice.
Yeah.
Because it says card as well, so you can target back row, clear out any trouble in back row and stuff like that. Cool, and then what else we got? We got Waterfalls of the Dragon Souls is your draw engine. Standard.
Yeah, standard. I mean, if someone decides that they're going to hit your Metaphys monsters with something like Sleeper, because Sleeper's going to be the big thing at the moment, you go, no, activate Water Soul of Dragon Souls, I'll send them to Graveyard, I'll get draw.
Or you just you activate it to add Ragnarok, gives you consistency for the Ragnarok, doesn't it?
Consistency for Ragnarok, but I like the idea that you can use the other effect just so that you're plussing if you really desperately need it.
Yeah. And then last two traps, Solemn Warning, and of course Macro Cosmo. Very straightforward on that one.
Banishment, and again, you don't care about the life points.
Well, so that's it covered deck profile, because basically you don't need to run an extra deck with Metaphys. This kind of leaves you with the option to do whatever you want with your extra deck. It's not like Monarchs where you can't have an extra deck, but you can kind of play whatever you need to. Ideally, you could play stuff like Cherries and flood it for your targets. You could play, you can play a couple of rank 4s if you want for your Ragnaroks and stuff like that, but you kind of want them on board and kept on board. So that is it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, and until next time, guys, as always,
Happy dueling!
If you like that video, why not check out our other videos available? We've got more deck profiles, pack openings, and of course duels. And don't forget to click on the most important button of all, that subscribe button right in the bottom left hand corner.